Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and let's reach 1000 subscribers and I will post videos on a regular basis. Also, use the super ninjutsu power to like this video and don't forget to write in the comments which anime you want me to cut. Finally, turn on the bleach bell and let's go! The anime starts at school where the bullies are trying to beat up Yuta Okotsu, but suddenly he yells out Rika no, and the powerful curse grabs the bully and then we see that it killed all the bullies. Next, the elders ask Satoru Gojo to perform an open execution and kill Yuta, but Satoru says that Yuta will transfer to a magic school. In a strange room, Yuta revealed that he tried to kill himself, but Rika prevented him from doing this. Satoru suggests Yuta to go to a magic school, but Yuta refuses because he doesn't want to hurt ordinary people. After waking up, Yuta eventually decides to go to a magic school and meet Satoru. Well, at this time, Maki, Panda and Toga are discussing who this newcomer is. Later in class, Satoru introduces them their new classmate Yuta. Entering the classroom, they feel Yuta's huge cursed energy and immediately they are trying to kill him. At that moment, Satoru explains Yuta that they are learning how to overcome curses in the magic school. Suddenly, Yuta's curse starts to protect him. In his childhood, Yuta played with a girl on the playground and she gave him an engagement ring and promised him that when they grew up, they will definitely get married. However, later in front of his eyes, a car hits this girl and she instantly dies, and then turns into a curse. And that girl was Rika. Satoru introduces Yuta to his future classmates. Maki Zenin, the master of cursed weapons, Toga Inumaki, whose words are nigiri, and Panda. On the way to the mission, Maki is very rude to Yuta, and they go on a pair mission together in elementary school. Satoru creates the veil and leaves them to find the curse. Suddenly, 3 curses appear and Maki single-handedly kills them all with one swing. Next, they head inside the school. All curses in the school don't attack them because they fear Rika. Maki asks for his student card and sees that Yuta has a special level. Suddenly, huge curse appears and eats them. In the belly of this curse, they encounter 2 children, one of whom has already been partially cursed and almost died. Maki also gets infected with the curse and falls. But suddenly she starts yelling at him and he started crying and said that he didn't want to be alone. That's why he came to school. And Maki says that he must protect people and kill curses. Yuta wears this ring and asks Rika to help him and she breaks out and starts killing the curse while Yuta drags 2 children and Maki to Satoru. The veil is dispelled and Satoru meets them. Further, we see how Yuta and Rika met each other in the hospital and get along. Then Yuta agreed to marry Rika, and they both rejoiced. Imprisoned at the hospital, Yuta reveals that he may have cursed Rika and promises that he will save Rika from the curse. At this time, the elders began to scold Satoru for letting Yuta release Rika. The elders recalled that Yuta's execution had not been overturned, and Satoru stated that he would stand up for him at any cost. At the magic school, Yuta struggles to become stronger, and then Satoru takes him to the armory and gives him a katana, so that he can summon Rika and inject the cursed energy into katana. On the field, Yuta spars with Maki and learns how to own a katana. Maki evades all his attacks and he tries to hit her while she was landing, but she sits on the twin and wins the fight. At this time, Satoru gathers all, gives Toga a task of killing the curse, and asks Yuta to go with him and help him. Satoru reveals that Toga is putting the cursed energy into words. Further, he asked Yuta not to release Rika. Arriving at that place, Toga buys medicine for his throat, and Kiyotaka drops the veil. Inside, they meet a huge amount of curses and Toga cries out "blow up" and they all explode. Next, his throat starts to wheeze, but the veil doesn't disappear, and behind them a stronger curse appears and tries to kill them, but Toga cries out "turn out", and his arm turns out, but his throat starts to hurt. Yuta rescues him and they escape. The curse still stands and Toga decides to kill the curse alone, but Yuta cannot send him alone and together they go to kill the curse. Suddenly the curse got angry and Yuta put the cursed energy into katana and began to run away from its attacks. He stabs and cuts the palm of the curse, but it hurts him. Yuta throws Toga his medicine and after drinking it, he screams out "crash down", and kills the curse. The whale was still there. Unexpectedly, Suguru Geto was sitting on the top and he wanted to get to know Rika because they were both very special. Toge was born with his cursed power and often wounded ordinary people with his voice. At this time, Yuta asked Maki to teach him to put the cursed energy into the weapon faster, but Maki roughly replied that she cannot help him at all. Satoru came to the same place of a battle and smelled Suguru. Then Kiyotaka told Satoru that an unknown individual had lowered his whale and then released a pre-first level curse, so the students could not get out in time. Satoru realized that Suguru Geto had arranged all this, because he is one of 4 special level magicians. In addition, he cursed more than 100 people to death and was expelled from the magic school. At this time, the mother came with her daughter to Suguru and asked him to banish the curse from her daughter. Suguru reluctantly rescued her from the curse. Suguru's subordinate said that all of his colleagues as well as his family were waiting for him, and a simple man came to him and said that the curse had not disappeared. And Suguru did all this because he didn't pay the money and the curses killed him. After meeting his colleagues and the named family, he urged everyone to attack the School of Magic and destroy it. Satoru and the director Masamichi discussed the appearance of Suguru. Next, Masamichi shouted sharply to call all the mages above the first level to the gate. Suddenly, a huge winged curse arrives and lands near the students. Well, there were Suguru's colleagues and he himself. Suguru abruptly approached Yuta and invited him to join them and kill all ordinary people and let only mages live on the earth. But suddenly Satoru approached them along with other teachers. Suguru began to insult all students and Yuta refused to help him. Suddenly he summons a huge curse and flies away. In the past, Satoru and Suguru were very good friends, but Suguru chose his way and left the school, but Satoru could not kill him. In the office, Kiyotaka told everyone about Suguru. They all were informed that he can subdue curses and most likely he has more than 2,000 curses. The director Masamichi ordered all the wizards be assembled and informed the 3 strongest clans because they must fight against Suguru together. Whereas Suguru said that in a pure war they have a 20 to 30% chance of winning, but to have a 99% chance of winning, they must kill Yuta and take his curse Rika. All summoned spirits will be bait, and the real goal is Yuta. On December 24, everyone left to defend the big cities from the curses, but Maki and Yuta stayed at school and she told that she doesn't see the curses, but using special glasses she can see them and kills only with the cursed weapons. Moreover, Maki aspires to destroy her entire family because the family system is wrong there, and even her own mother didn't love her. But was glad that Yuta listened and supported her. At this time, Suguru raised the whale at the school and the cities were attacked by curses and Suguru's family. Satoru realized that Suguru had gone after Yuta. Next, he teleported Toge and Panda to protect Maki and Yuta and said that he will come later. Satoru's enemy is the foreign mage Miguel. Also, Mimika and Nanaka prepared to fight. The panda flew to blow a hole in the whale while Suguru defeated Maki and she fell down unconscious. When suddenly Panda destroyed the wall and attacked Suguru, but he hit him and Panda crashed into the ground and the fight began. Brother Gorilla took control of Panda's body and began attacking Suguru, but Suguru dodged all his attacks and then threw the cursed weapon at the panda and wounded him. But Toge appeared behind the panda and cried out, "Fall down!" and he wounded Suguru with his voice. Suddenly Suguru emerged from the hole with a huge curse and wounded them all. Seeing all this, Yuta became angry and called Rika. Minor curses attacked Yuta, but he and Rika destroyed them all and saved the students. Trying to heal them, Rika takes Maki in her arms and yells at her, but Yuta orders her to take her back and protect Maki, after which Rika asks for forgiveness. Suguru directed his curses at Yuta, but he created special loudspeaker of the Inumaki clan. Using his cursed energy and his voice, he destroyed them all. The big city's magicians fight against curses and destroy them. Mei kills all curses with her huge axe and without any effort. Kiyotaka sees his teammates being hanged by 2 girls, when suddenly they tell him that in the depths, the life is very difficult and Suguru saved them. At this time, Satoru fights Miguel. He uses his robe that knocks down all Satoru's techniques. An angry Satoru creates a red ball and instantly destroys a huge curse. Miguel attacks Satoru, but Satoru dodges all his attacks and beats him up. A huge curse jumps on Satoru, but he teleports and kills this curse with 1 blow. Miguel starts to run away, but Satoru catches him and hits him with a magnificent speed. But Miguel miraculously escapes. At this time, Suguru gets a special cursed weapon, and at amazing speed, Rika and Yuta attacks him, and their fight begins. By joint attack, they attack Suguru. Later, they both strike each other, and Suguru catches him in tentacles and tries to kill, but Rika saves him, and Yuta gets even faster. Having collected a huge amount of cursed energy in the katana, he strikes a blow, but his katana breaks, and he instantly uses black lightning and throws out Suguru. At this point, Suguru releases a special level curse, and then he wants to combine all his 4461 curses into one cursed energy and hit Yuta. Suguru creates a huge vortex. While in the city, Kento appears and single-handedly cuts off the legs of a huge curse, kills all the small ones, and then, with a critical blow, kills that huge curse. While the School of Kyoto students defend their city, and Aoi appears and personally is going to kill a huge curse, and they all split up. Yuta asks Rika to help him for the last time, and he will be ready to give up his body to Rika, when suddenly she goes mad because he sacrificed himself to Rika, and they both shoot their strongest cursed energy rays and everything explodes. The wounded Suguru remains alive, but he is very wounded and eager to take control of Rika, but Satoru meets him. Satoru still trusts Suguru, and he knew that he wouldn't kill young students. Suguru admitted that he is not angry with the school, but cannot live among ordinary people. And then Satoru tells him something and kills him. Kills his best friend. In another part of the school, the students thank Yuta for the rescue, and Rika waits for Yuta because he promised to give his body. But suddenly, Rika turns into a girl, and Satoru tells that Yuta is the descendant of the greatest magician, Sugawara no Michizane, and his relative. Remembering the past, Yuta refused to accept Rika's death and cursed her. In the present, he refused to own her, so she found a peace. Yuta began to cry that it all happened because of him, but Rika hugged him and thanked for all those 6 years being together. Next, she left him and went to heaven, leaving behind beautiful bubbles. In the winter, Satoru said that Suguru would attack the school anyway, and they went with the others to a wonderful future. At the end of the anime, Yuta flew to Africa where he befriended Miguel, but Satoru approached them and the anime movie ended. Hey, sorry. Please don't forget to subscribe, it will really help me. Goodbye.